Guest Dr. Trita Parsi of the National IranianAmerican Council on Trump's dangerous and foolish scheme to break the Iran nuclear deal. By Brad Friedman on 10/100/2017, 6:11 p.m. PT. Republican U.S. Senator Bob Corker, chair of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, suggested to the New York Times over the weekend that Donald Trump's reckless comments on North Korea and Iran and other issues could be setting the nation on the path to World War III. Democratic Sen. Chris Murphy argues in response that we should take Corker's and Trump's words much more seriously. Well, we do, pretty much every day here on the Bradcast. Audio link to show follows below. Today we discuss how, even as the president continues to threaten war with nuclear-armed North Korea, his own CIA argues leader Kim Jong-un is not a madman, and poses no direct threat to the U.S. or its allies unless Trump forces him into a corner. At the same time, Trump continues to back Kim into a corner while undermining his own Sec. of State Rex Tillerson's diplomatic efforts in the region. The claims that he's concerned about NK's nuclear program are difficult to accept, while Trump seems dead set on undermining the very successful anti-nuclear agreement with Iran and Russia, China, France, Germany and Britain, despite his own top diplomatic and military officials stating repeatedly that Iran has been honoring the deal to the letter since it was struck under President Obama in 2015. Breaking that agreement, as Trump is threatening, will only boost the political fortunes of hardline clergy in Iran, while undermining the moderates there who have risen in the Iranian parliament and presidency in the wake of the deal. It might also result in Iran restarting its nuclear enrichment program that was ended by the deal, putting them much closer to nuclear weapons. So, why is Trump threatening to break that agreement by decertifying it, and sending the issue to Congress to decide whether to reimpose sanctions? We're joined today by Dr. Trita Parsi, founder and president of the National IranianAmerican Council, which worked with the Obama White House to help shepherd the nuclear pact through Congress, to discuss why Trump is vowing to try and kill the deal, and what the ramifications are likely to be in the U.S. and Iran and even in North Korea if he does. Parsi is an expert on Middle Eastern foreign affairs and US-Iranian relations. He says there is simply no reasonable explanation for Trump's interest in killing the Iran deal and, as he describes today in an article at the NY Review of Books, hand a gift to Iran's conservative hardliners, who already distrust the U.S. more than anything else. To be completely frank, he says, this seems to be in line with almost everything else Trump has done since he took office, which is, he just simply opposes anything that has Obama's signature on it. Whether it's the Affordable Care Act, whether it is the Iran deal. And there seems to be an obsession, on his end, to undo it for that simple reason. Because in his own administration, his Secretary of State tells him don't decertify. His Secretary of Defense tells him don't decertify. His Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff tells him don't decertify. So what is it that Trump, with his brilliant real estate mind, manages to see as a flaw with this deal that no one else seems to be able to identify? Parsi, whose most recent book is Losing an Enemy: Obama, Iran, and the Triumph of Diplomacy, says while all parties including the International Atomic Energy Agency (IAEA) 8 times since January 2016 have certified that Iran is honoring the agreement, some in Iran already see the U.S. as having broken it. He cites Trump's recent efforts at the G20 to discourage other nations from trading with Iran. Trump is in clear violation of Article 29 of the agreement, which says that no country shall stand in the way of what is now legitimate trade between Iran and the outside world. You can't lift sanctions as an incentive for the deal and then go and encourage countries not to trade with Iran, and that's exactly what Trump went and did at the G20 meeting, Parsi explains, adding, fortunately, thus far, the Iranians have refrained from further escalating this. The larger concern is that Trump is undermining world interests in dealing with the U.S. on anything. Why would you negotiate with Trump? What is it that gives you the confidence that he has the capacity of upholding his promises? That's the problem here. In order to get a better deal, as Trump claims to want, you need to have the credibility of being a good and fair and trustworthy negotiator. Trump does not have that reputation anywhere. This is not a strategy that has any chance of success on the international stage. The only question is how much damage will it incur on the United States before Trump stops doing what he's doing right now. Parsi cautions Trump's dangerous game could result in military conflict. It's only creating more uncertainty, which then leads to more instability, and then potentially a collapse of the deal that can bring the United States back on a path towards war with Iran. Mission accomplished. Finally, we're joined today by Daisy Doyen for the latest Green News Report with updates on the apocalyptic wildfires in Northern California, the latest in Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria, and the Trump EPA's hypocritical explanation for gutting the Obama Clean Power Plan to reduce man-made greenhouse gas emissions that helped fuel 2017's record hurricane season and the fires still blazing out of control in California. Download MP3 or listen to complete show online below. While we post the broadcast here every day, and you can hear it across all of our great affiliates, stations and websites, to automatically get new episodes as soon as they're available sent right to your computer or personal device, subscribe for free at iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn or our native RSS feed.